exploratory diving ballot.
The escape the mummy is here in Paris.
Wong and his assistant Mary Nelson have managed
All the computers indicate that whatever caused it came from somewhere in the Pacific. We'll start searching that area immediately.
What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to Gamer's Ledge. I'm one of your hosts, Undead Mark, and joining me in the Discord today, as I try and die again, but it can't because I'm already dead, is Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Frightful Forge.
Hey.
Also joining us is Jimmy Julius.
Whoa.
A Shank the Noob.
Hello.
A Bearden.
Hello.
And a Crodad.
Hi.
Crodad, this is my first Barks root beer in over a week.
Oh, damn, it's going to be that noise. You missed that noise?
Yes.
I've easily gone through a 12-pack in that time.
Oh, jeez.
Somehow sweeter than I remember it being.
As soon as it touches the lips. Oh.
You know what's interesting? My son tried it, and he was like, it tastes minty. And I was like, you know what? I kind of see it.
So the funny part is like, you know, I don't know if people know Coke actually got its name because it used to have cocaine in it.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
And it was made from a syrup. And they used to use Coke syrup to calm people's stomachs. Also would make them really, really high. But, you know, calm people's stomachs when they weren't feeling well. Root beer actually has very similar connotations in that it was actually a medicinal herb that eventually people added sugar to and made a drink out of.
Cough syrup. Back in the day, if you looked on the ingredient labels, it would say cannabis indica on it, and specifically because it would help people fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, after my son tried it, he was like, so that has alcohol in it? And I'm like, no. Just because it has beer in the name.
Yeah,
It's not actually beer.
No. So you got
to introduce him to sarsaparilla.
Yeah,
right.
a lot of if you ask foreigners to try root beer for the first time, a lot of them say it tastes like medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I love root beer, man.
Me both. All right, we're here for some magic. I need to shuffle, so let me lean up and do that. We'll get our players up on the board here. Don't forget to set your commanders if
That's
you
what I'm doing
haven't
right now.
already. So we didn't stream yesterday, but I did watch wrestling for 2 hours and then played like 2 hours of my brain's enshrouded. I keep wanting to say Forsaken, which is the Square Enix game that did horribly. Speaking of wrestling, I will miss the pay-per-view on Sunday, May 3rd. I will be actually boarding my plane for Germany about 45 minutes before the
I thought the pay-per-view was
pre-show
March.
Yeah.
You said May.
March 3rd.
You said May 3rd.
Oh, sorry, March.
I rolled a die and got a 2, so I'm definitely not going first.
You rolled a die and got a 2. I rolled a die and I got a 5.
So far, it's trial for the win.
What'd you roll, Dan?
I got a roll too. Hold on. D20. I rolled a 12.
I got a 15.
Dan, it is.
I will play Vine Glimmer Snarl. Comes in tapped.
Just a heads up, I can see your hand there, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, it's just my arcane signet. It's in every deck.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
I'm
And
that
that's actually not my hand. That's my
Kochi
okay.
Ken Media.
yeah. The hell are my
Glad you're looking and feeling better.
thanks, Ken.
Okay. This and this and this guy. I'll take
Okay.
half of this. Out of here.
Let's see. Night Rider. So that's me. Okay. So going big up, close up, I should say. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will put down. I'll put down a command tower, and I will be done. Thank you, Ken. How are you doing today, my man?
Sorry, I have several things going at the moment, so I'm still trying to play catch up. So
You had Ken at catch up.
I know. God damn it.
Kochi Ken Media. I'm good.
Ken always coming in with the catch up.
He knew it was going to be catch up before you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's a catch up precog.
Yeah,
That's what you're going for.
yeah. I've just words are difficult at the moment.
I get it. Trust me, I get it.
All right. I have no idea how well these are shuffled, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect.
And you get an 8 because you pull one. If you want to keep that.
I'm sorry, say that one more time, please.
You get to draw, so you get an 8 if you
you
like
that's,
that.
That's
if you
right.
like
That's right. That's right.
If you like that deal.
All right. So okay, so fun things first. Forbidden Orchard comes out. It allows me to tap 1 mana of any color to my mana pool, and whenever I tap Forbidden Orchard from mana, I put a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token onto the battlefield under target opponent's control. So let's see. I'm not going to do that one yet. Not going to do that one either. Yeah, that's going to be my turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw.
Mark, question.
Mhm.
Could I just tap this merely to generate the spirit token, or would that mana burn?
No, there's no mana burn anymore.
Oh,
Makes me
well,
sad.
then I have a card that I have to replace. In that case, post turn, can I just tap this and put a 1/1 spirit token under Daniel's control?
Sure.
You said my control?
Yes, you get a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token.
I thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Have fun with it.
Are you done, Jimmy Julius?
Don't
Yeah.
kill it all in one place.
Did you get a turn 1 soul ring?
Yep.
I'm pooping on this table.
I'm done, man. Hold on. Pants are coming off.
You're up, Dan. Dan,
Should
do
I
you
just
have
make a
7
soul ring
that's
that turns into a piece of crap?
No.
Make an emote that just shows up as a soul ring and then just gets crapped on?
No. I'm pretty sure.
It would be the
that-
poop emote.
Yeah.
It would
no.
just be the poop emote, not actual crap.
Wait, Mirror Landscape comes untapped.
Dang it, I hope it'd be actually crap.
Well, I'm sorry to let you down.
I don't smell it.
Jeez.
Tapping Vine Glimmer Snarl for a I'm gonna put my commanders over here. Yeah.
Kochi Ken
Hard
Media.
to
For,
sleep.
uh,
I
For the
ventured out
forest,
today exploring and
to
questing that I ran
suspend
out of arrows.
search for
LOL.
tomorrow
So you can suspend it for one.
and suspend it for 1.
Nice.
Mark, just to clarify,
Mhm.
do 1-1 do
And I'm done,
spirit
bud.
tokens intrinsically
Just
come
Tawas.
flying?
Left.
No,
Or
they
are
do
those
not.
just okay?
By the way, Dan, did you see the rules update for suspend?
No.
Okay. So suspend used to read that at the end of the turn you cast them for free.
At the end of the turn.
Or at the end when they have 0, you cast
Okay.
them. Right?
Okay.
That's the way it was. It was not an option previously. You
Right.
cast them, period. Now it is a you may cast them.
What happens if you don't?
I think it just stays exiled.
And you can't cast it moving forward, or it stays
Correct.
out there ready? Oh, so it
Because
goes into deeper exile.
right, yeah, because the gist was people were forcing people to suspend stuff in a certain deck, I guess, and then they had enchantments that would do damage to them whenever they got cast out of suspend, and so now it's a you may instead of a you must. So they changed the whole suspend ruling. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. That's so frustrating. But what are you going to do? I will play Forest. And I will be done.
Untap, upkeep, draw. And I'm gonna play an island. Damn, I can't play that yet either. And then I'm gonna tap Forbidden Orchard and Jimmy Julius, you get a 1/1 colorless spirit token.
Okay, thank you all.
Are you done, Shank?
Yes, sir, I am. Sorry.
Why do I get the feeling you don't want these tokens?
No,
If I'm correct, this is Shank's HUD deck. So he's giving gifts so that we don't mess with him, and so that he can be a friendly friend.
For one of the spirits to blow up and
So it's my
do
turn?
damage.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is.
untap, upkeep, draw. What is that kind of token? Was that just
1/1 spirit token.
So I'll just
Yeah, mirrors work. Mirrors work well for it.
Just remember it's
it's
not
not
an
an artifact.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I flipped it. But it still has artifact on the other side, but didn't help. I think that's me done.
Dan, he's our man.
Kochi Ken Media.
Dan,
I wish I
is your
could type like
stream,
Shank LOL.
deck in like a little mounted frame?
Oh yeah, I designed and 3D printed a frame. There's also a spot for a wireless charger for my phone, because this is big enough for my phone. but I use it for a
That
bunch of other
is
stuff.
That's pretty slick.
amazing, sir. Holy
You
crap!
designed
That
that?
is awesome.
Yeah. And now I can't find the file either. I designed a whole bunch of like desk cleanup stuff for
I'd be
like
interested in checking that out.
yeah. I'll try to find it. Overgrown farmland. It would normally come in tapped, except that I control 2 or more other lands. And then I'm going to tap 2, sacrifice Myriad Landscape to search my library for 2 basic land cards that share a land type and put them on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
Are you done beyond that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep draw. I'll bring in a Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. All lands are now forests in addition to whatever they are.
Is that across the board?
Yes, that's why I said it. And I'll pay 1 blue and 2 others to cultivate. Search my deck for 2 basic lands. Put 1 into play tapped and the other in my hand. And then shuffle.
All lands are also forests, that we said.
Yes.
What's the name of the card you just played?
Yavimaya. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. And I'll put the plains in tapped, and I've got a mountain that's going into my hand. And that goes to the discard pile or graveyard, and I am done, other than shuffling.
Right. On tap, upkeep, draw.
Excuse me.
When you getting your deck together, Brandon?
When money presents itself.
Got it.
No, but probably like tax time.
Forest. And
Yeah, you can
gonna-
print out the cards.
I'm going to tap 1 blue, 1 green, and then Forbidden Orchard, and I'm going to give Mark a 1/1 spirit token.
Thank you.
And I'm going to play Gore Moldrak, Amphenologist. You and permanents you control have protection from salamanders. At the beginning of your end step, each player who controls the fewest creatures creates a 4/3 blue salamander warrior creature token.
That's pretty baller.
Please tell me that's
So-
got art with it. I want to see a salamander.
So that,
Look at my tokens.
Wow,
see
that
if I
is
do have
like
one.
all glare up there. Yeah.
sorry.
No,
There we
it's
go.
okay. I'm just trying to find what's the name of him, because he's not coming up.
Gore, Gor space Moldrak, Muldrak.
Why is
Uh,
this not?
Gore is just Gor.
Oh.
Does not have an E.
Gold Moldrak, Amphenologist.
Yep.
And he looks like there's an actor, and I'm trying to think of his name.
Oh, I know you. John Hamm?
Yes, he looks like John Hamm. That is correct.
Nailed it.
So I control one creature.
I control one.
I control
Okay.
one.
We all control one. So
Does that
all
mean
of
we
us.
timer?
What's that?
Does that mean we all do?
Yeah,
Yes.
that means we are all the player with the fewest creatures, so we all create.
I'll create a blue
Yeah.
salamander warrior creature token.
That's
See
3,
if I
4.
have a cell.
4-3,
I
actually.
do.
4, 3.
I'm just going to use copy. Or I'll use the elephant, because I don't have any elephants in this deck.
Just remember it's blue.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Do have a spirit though. So
Kochi
let's
Ken
move
Media.
it.
I found a MTG card that
Who
Jas
did you
got
give
from
the
a
spirit
family
to?
member. It has flying life
You.
link,
Oh,
indestructible
this turn?
everybody.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's giving one to everybody now.
I found a Magic the Gathering card that Jas got from a family member. It has flying, lifelink, indestructible, and haste. Sounds like an angel.
Yep. I was just thinking that.
All right, I'm gonna. You done? You said
Yeah, your turn.
untap, upkeep, draw.
Kochi Ken Media. Or
I'm
Mendel.
gonna play Demir
Profane
Aqueduct.
Prince.
Demir
It's
Aqueduct enters the
double-sided.
battlefield tapped. When Demir Aqueduct enters the battlefield, return a land you control to the owner's hand. And that's me done.
Monsieur Trilexis.
Untap. During my upkeep, this comes into play. Search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. I'm going to pick
Kochi
Ireland
Ken
because it was
Media.
right on the bottom, so I won't have to
And it's a
shuffle.
thicker card than mine.
I will play my land for turn, which is an island. I will pay 3 to suspend Inspiring Refrain with 3 counters. And I will pay 2 to bring out Talisman of Curiosity. And
Ken, if it's really thick, it might not actually be a magic card. It might be
I'm
a
done.
commander
Go ahead, Mark.
placeholder. All right.
Kochi Ken Media. Oa.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a land for turn. Tap for 5. Bring out Pantlaza. I will go ahead and dig for 4. And there we go. Sunfurl Imitator. And that is my turn. Over to Shank.
Untap.
Twisted Ginger 25. Yay.
Twisted Ginger with the 21-month Tier 1 sub-re-up.
Thank you, Twisted Ginger, for the 21-month sub re-up. And you've blown up the Enterprise. I literally just got done rebuilding it during this like half a week off.
Every time.
You were sick though, so it wasn't built very well.
Yeah, I mean,
Twisted Ginger 25.
That's probably why it
I've
blew up
been
so easily.
21 for 10 years today.
you've been 21 for 10
Oh.
years today. Congratulations, Twisted Ginger. Happy birthday, my man.
I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna give a 1/1 token to Jimmy Julius.
What's
And
happening?
You're
You're
getting,
getting
1/1
another
token.
another 1/1 spirit token. I'm gonna play Chromatic Lantern. Lands you control have tap to add 1 mana of any color, and then I can also tap the lantern for 1 mana of any color. And let's see.
Ginger, do you have big things planned for your
Nope.
for your birthday? Did you go out, do anything fun? I hope so.
And now can I get a creature count?
I got 4.
I got 2.
You?
No, 3. I got 3, sorry.
Okay, so Daniel and I create another Salamander Warrior. And that is the end of my turn.
Twisted Ginger 25. I had corned beef and
I had
potatoes
corned beef
with
and potatoes with
I got
cabbage.
some Ted
Okay,
Lasso
straw.
socks.
And I got some Ted Lasso socks. Nice.
In McDaddy. Yeah.
What's up, Mac Daddy? How you doing, my man?
I'm gonna play Temple of Silence. It comes in tapped. And I
Twisted
scry
Ginger
one.
25. Have you ever seen Ted Lasso?
I have seen Ted Lasso. Yes. Very funny.
And then I'm gonna tap
In McDaddy. Getting ready to leave work
the
soon.
blue, black, a white, and 2 any, because I get a 1 discount for having an artifact. Bringing in Urza.
Thank you, Twisted Ginger. Wait a minute. You don't get a discount.
Yeah, I do. I got
Nope.
1 artifact.
Nope.
Or is it only artifact creature?
Artifact creatures.
All right, then I'll play a different land. Then I'll play that and still bring it in. It'll just come in tapped.
What?
I played this thinking that I was able to use that for a discount, but so since I didn't, I'm bringing that out and playing this as my land
You
instead.
played a land that would normally come in tapped, so it's just trading out the
I
land
see.
you played.
So I could actually still bring it in.
So you have the 5.
Yes.
You have the
Yeah.
black, the white.
This is 2, 3. This is black and blue, and this is a white.
Oh. Nope.
No, that's what
Nope.
I'm saying.
It's black. Oh no, he's right. That's a bounce land, Mark.
Black,
So
Oh,
blue,
black and
oh,
blue.
it's a
white.
bounce land. Okay, okay.
It's not.
okay.
It's not an either or land.
I
It's not
see.
a dual
It's
land. It's a bounce
Yeah,
land.
sorry. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Right. And then I will finish my turn, which brings in a construct.
I'm Mac Daddy. Glad to hear you're heading home from work soon. We're just playing the one game tonight.
In McDaddy. So I got to go to my local card
Hey,
shop
Ivan.
last Friday and dominated the pod's grinning face with smiling eyes.
Nice. Congrats, dude. What deck were you playing?
In McDaddy. Won 3 of my 4 games.
Where'd my constructs go?
In McDaddy. Karik, son
I'll
of your
play green and a blue and 4 others. Bring out the 6th Doctor.
Nice.
And I am done. Go ahead.
Okay.
In McDaddy,
Untap.
took me a couple months to buy all the cards just cause it was expensive.
Trust me, I get it, Mac Daddy. Untap, upkeep, draw. Do I have one hidden under here? Yes. That should be 5, not 4. I'll play a Myriad Landscape. Comes in tapped.
Kokshi Ken Media. Lurk heading back into the shroud, keep ya tapped.
All right, 1 green. All right, Ken, have fun, my man. 2 green. And 1 other. To play Welcome To. It's a saga. For each opponent, up to 1 target non-creature artifact they control becomes a 0/4 wall artifact creature with Defender, as long as this is on the field. So I will Shank, I'll say your Chromatic Lantern. And then Dan, what non-creature artifacts do you have? I can't see what it is.
Talisman of Curiosity.
Okay. Yep, that becomes a artifact creature, and for you, Jimmy Julius, it'll be your Soul Ring.
What is that?
It's an enchantment.
It's an enchantment?
Yeah.
I might, well, I can't, never mind.
So your Soul Ring is a 0/4 artifact creature now with Defender.
If that thing dies, does it go back to being an artifact, or is it?
No, if it dies, it dies.
No, if your creature dies, that's turning it into it.
It's not a creature.
I mean, if your enchantment goes away.
It says as long as it's a
On the third
continuous
round-
effect. Yeah, it's a
On the 3rd round, it's going to destroy all of these artifacts.
That's correct.
So what does that mean? Like,
So as long as this is on the field, is the short answer, then it will continue to be a 0/4 artifact creature.
A 0/4 artifact creature wall.
Yeah, with Defender. With
That's
Defender.
also a Soul Ring.
Correct.
is that what mine is too, or mine's just a 0/4?
It's a 0/4 artifact creature. That's a Soul Ring.
Mine's a
So-
0/4 artifact creature that is a mana dork.
So I
James
can
is a
still use
0/4
it as a
creature.
soul ring, is what I'm getting at?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
And that goes for you too. Yeah, I was just about to say, Jimmy. Shank.
It just makes them a 0/4 defending wall in addition to whatever they are. And that's it for me. I'm done.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it didn't change it to that, and it's not a soul ring anymore, is what I was confirming.
Yeah. No.
All right. Untap. Upkeep, draw. All right, so I'm going to play Reflecting Pool. Tap to add 1 mana of any type that a land that I control could produce. And I am going to tap Reflecting Pool for a blue and island, and then a forest. And I'm going to bring out Jace Bellerin. And let me pull this up on my screen so that I can reference it. So because of summoning sickness,
No.
I can't do the first one.
No, Jace, planeswalkers are players, not creatures.
Okay, so I need to die.
That is correct.
Don't do it. You have too much to live for, and we love you.
Why must you die?
If he said I need 2 die instead of a die, I would have been more worried, Daniel.
I misread it.
So he is at +2. And everybody draws a card.
Shank, just put it to 5 in the bottom right. That's what the loyalty counter right down there is for.
Is this also his health?
Correct.
Like if I attack him directly, that's also his health.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, everybody draws a card.
Got it.
All right, drew mine. Or do we draw another
No,
one?
no, just a single.
Okay.
And then so let's do move to my end step. Everybody creates, or no, wait a minute. Creature count.
I still
I
have
got
4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, and Mark, you said 4?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So, do planeswalkers count as players, or do I count it in my? Okay.
It is not
so
a
I have,
creature.
so I have 3. So I get another
This
one.
counts as a creature now too, right? The soul ring that you
Yeah,
converted.
Correct. Yes.
There you go. Just
Oh,
making sure.
yeah, you also have 4.
So in that case, I also have 4. Okay.
Yeah, so both you
Jimmy
and I
J and
get
I.
one. No, not Jimmy
Or-
J. Me and you.
Yeah, you and I get one.
Yep. Okay.
So I now have 3 of these. And that's the end of my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, tap Forbidden Orchard. Keep playing, Jimmy G. Tap Forbidden Orchard, and I'm going to give a 1/1 to Daniel.
You need to bump up Mark, man, so he stops getting those 4 3s. He's getting enough creatures.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna play Temple of Silence as my land. Temple of Silence enters the battlefield tapped. Temple is the battlefield scry one.
Enjoy the silence.
And as well, I will play Tempered Steel. It's for 2 white and 1 any color. I guess I'll have one floating. And this is an enchantment artifact. Creatures you control get a +2/+2. So I will. And that'll be. I still have one floating colorless. I don't know how to state that, but
Just remember it.
yeah, I probably won't, but that's fine. So that'll be me done, and I'm gonna create another construct.
Okay, you don't have a colorless floating anymore. You know that, right?
When at the end of your turn?
No, at the end of the phase that you're currently in.
Okay. I didn't know that, but nothing I can really do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even. It doesn't even carry from first main phase to second main phase.
No, it's per phase, unless
Yeah.
you have a card that states otherwise.
Yeah.
All right, that's me done.
Play first. All right, I'll pay 1 and 3 more to bring out my second commander. She's a legendary, which means she's historic. So I will create, because of my commander, I'll create a copy of her.
Mm-hmm. It's about to get real dumb.
It says Mark, with a whole bunch of dinosaurs that all have trample.
None of my dinosaurs have
2,
trample.
3, 4. Yet. Soon they will all have vigilance, trample, and bring out other dinosaurs.
And I only have 2 dinosaurs right now.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Yeah, nothing else I can do there. Untap, upkeep, draw. And now Saga goes off to 2. Create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. It gains haste until end of turn. There is a dinosaur. Use me enough. Yep. Okay. I am not going to have. I'm not going to use the pencil as a trigger. We'll go ahead and play Fury Calm Snarl for my land for turn. It comes in tapped because I'm not going to reveal a plains or a mountain.
In McDaddy, look at all this manure.
I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 and then tap and sacrifice the Myriad Landscape to search my library for up to 2 basic land cards that share a land type, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle, which I'm going to do that as the last thing on my turn here. Hey, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you love me?
Why? Just do it to it, man.
I just want to attack you for 4 with the
Daddy.
imitator,
Oh God.
and I'll try
Who is
and
it? Who is it copying?
it's going to copy Pants Plaza
So it's now a
4/4.
okay. Were you asking that so that I wouldn't kill it?
Yeah,
Does it have trample?
it does not.
I'll block it with a 1/1.
There you go.
Even though you're taking my mana producing artifact.
Was the only option. Sorry.
No, it's not. It says up to 1.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't read that. I thought I had to do 1 per. Now I know for next time. I'm sorry.
You can do 0.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. All right, I'm going to pay 1, 2 green, and 1 other for a runic armosaur. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. And I'm going to have it dig off of the 5 power for both pit plazas. So the first one. Oh, there's one. Emperor.
Wait, what was that ability for? What was that ability that had?
This one, whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card.
So it doesn't do anything for what he's doing right now.
I didn't hear what he said it did, sorry.
So
He technically has 2 Pantlazas right now, so he can dig twice.
right. So Forerunner of the Empire is the first one, and for the second,
Star Wars card?
and for the second one, Temple Altasaur is the second one. However, with Forerunner of the Empire, when it comes into play, you may search your library for a dinosaur card, reveal it, then shuffle your library and put that card on top.
Which you can do when you're searching for land.
Yes, that is exactly what I will do. And that's my turn.
What's the other one? The white one?
The white one is the one that reduces all damage done to dinosaurs to 1. All but 1 of that damage is prevented. And you're up, Shank.
Oh, okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. So I am. Let's see. I'm gonna play a mountain. And then, let's see. I'm gonna tap Forbidden Orchard. And how many creatures does everybody have out?
Seven.
9.
7.
I guess it's me again. So, oh no, that doesn't update yet.
Spirit, right?
Or no, I'm sorry. Daniel, you'll get the
Okay.
token. And that is 1, 2.
Why did he get the token?
Because he gets to choose
because
what he wants.
I gave it to him.
Oh, I thought you meant he gets the 4/3.
That's
sorry.
at the end of the turn. While you're interrupted for a second, I got 2 forests, put them in play, and I'm getting the Galta Primal Stampede and putting that on top of my library.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to tap that, and I'm going to bring Kenrith into play. And then, let me see, I gotta look at, how's everybody's mana looking? Like, how many untapped mana does everybody have?
4,
0.
5.
2.
Well, let's see. Oh hell, let's just really make it a crap show here. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap Chromatic Lantern to play Collective Voyage. Starting with me, each player may pay any amount of mana. Each player searches his or her library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the total amount of mana paid this way. Puts them onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffles his or her library.
I only have myself to blame for that one.
So how much mana would everybody like to pay?
I can't.
Well, it starts with you, right?
Yeah, it starts with you.
It does. I have no mana, so
you get 0 basic
I
land
get-
You're adding 0. No, it's collectively.
it's collective.
Oh,
So, Jimmy J, how many mana do you have, or how many would you like to play?
I have 2, and I'll play 2.
Okay, Daniel.
He has 0.
No, I have 5.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, man, let's go for broke. I'll go 5.
and I'll pay 0. So it's
Okay,
You have to,
total
yeah.
is 7.
Seven basic land cards.
Up to. You don't have to.
Up to 7 basic land cards.
Get to play 7?
You may search your library for up to 7.
7 basic land cards.
And they have
I don't even think I have.
Yeah, that's my problem. I don't have a ton of them.
But I figured I might as well give you guys as many as I can, right? I'm not trying to stab everyone in the foot like Mark.
I'm not. What? How did I stab anyone?
So of 7 I could, I got
You're like,
2.
what?
I only had 2 I could get. So you're welcome, everybody. I could have just left it with what Jimmy Julius donated.
Well, I appreciate your contribution.
And they come in tapped?
Yeah.
Correct.
And then we mix our hand, or we just,
You shuffle it.
yeah.
Deck,
Oh.
right? Not hand.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, shuffle your library.
Well, that got rid of my Galta that I went and found from that other thing.
Mm-hmm. So well done, Shank.
I do what I can, sir. I appreciate your input on the group hug deck.
I appreciate the group hug.
I have seen that card do so much good. And
Oh,
also
yeah.
bad.
So bad.
So I got a plains, a mountain, a forest, Canopy Vista, which is a forest plains.
Is it basic though?
It's a forest plains, is it not?
But no, that's not. Yeah, it has to say basic.
Okay,
Because
so
I
that
have a
one-
lot of those in here too.
Okay, and then a forest and plains.
Okay.
I got plain, swamp, 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 island, island, island.
I just got an island and a forest.
Okay.
They all come in tap, you said, right?
All right, and I got 2 plains, 2 islands, a forest, a mountain, and a swamp.
Nice. Are you done, sir?
I am indeed done. Now I'm just going to be
3,
cleaning
4,
up my
5,
board.
6, 7. I have 8 creatures.
I still have 9.
I
I
think
have
you have the
7
least.
still.
I think you have the least number of creature shank, so you would get another salamander.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. So
You have 5, right?
Yes, 3 of the 4 threes and 3 other.
Because that your planeswalker isn't a creature.
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
but his
yeah.
chromatic lantern is.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Which I hope you've been counting your mana dork too.
Yeah, he still
I
has
just
less
put
than
it up
break.
with my creatures so I don't forget. Because I will if I don't.
Holy crap. Come on, Jim. All the mana's here. Cool. Those are manas as well.
Did you use your planeswalker ability this turn?
I did not. Uh, five. Well, that's going to be up to 7. But yeah, everybody draws a card. And yeah, that's me. I'm done. Is he muted?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't really saying anything. I was just going to wait to untap before I said untap. I'll keep
Oh,
drawing.
no, you're good, dude. You're good.
I'm going to play Sunken Hollow, which comes in tapped unless I have 2 or more basic lands on, which I think I'm covered. I'm going to play Araya's Oathsworn. It has, it's for 1 black and 1 color, any color. And it has Menace whenever it deals combat damage to a player. If it has fewer than... I gotta mute your stream itself. What was that? If it has fewer than 4 1/1 counters on it, put a 1/1 counter on it. Then if it has exactly 4 counters on it, search your library for a card, put it into the bet, and put it in your hand, and then shuffle.
I'm sorry. What was the name of the card? Because
Araya's Oath Sworn.
okay.
Um, that's not a creature. So that's not a artifact creature self here. And hmm. I'm gonna play 7 colorless for a Chroma's Memorial. So
Ruh-roh.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Creatures you control have flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and red.
Is that an enchantment or an artifact?
It's an
Artifact.
artifact.
Okay.
Sure it won't last long, but. And then that will be me done. And then I'm going to create another construct.
I'm
which brings
sorry.
that to 5.
This untap. Upkeep, Inspiring Refrain gets played, draw 2 cards, and then I exile it with 3 counters on it.
Mhm.
Forgot to untap that. Interesting.
Now that this is a creature, is this a creature artifact?
It's
Or
an
is
artifact creature. Yeah.
Okay, so it does count towards this if it
I'll
ever goes
play
back.
Dreamroot Cascade. It would normally come in tap, but I control more than 2 lands. I will tap 2 for Explorer. You may play an additional card this turn, or additional land this turn. I'll play Irrigated Farmland, which comes in tapped, and I will draw a card as it says.
So actually, this is a 2/4 or 2/6 because it's an artifact creature. Well, actually, I'll just keep it a 0/4, and then it'll get a 2/2 from that.
I'll pay 2. This isn't the way I want to do this, but I'm going to pay 2 to cast the TARDIS. Because it is an artifact, it's a historic spell, so it will come in with a copy. I will pay 1, and I'll tap Ramana to make a copy of a token that just came in this turn.
And I will draw a card.
And you're drawing a card from?
My Altasaur, who says whenever a creature uses a activated ability that's not
a mana ability. Yep. And then I will pay 1 and tap the copy of Ramana to create a token of the token.
And I'll draw another card.
Yep.
Toit Foit Wo. HS cheers.
So what did you just copy multiple times?
The TARDIS.
What is that?
Flying, when the TARDIS attacks, if you control Time Lord, the next spell you cast this turn has to cascade and you may Planeswalk. And
What's up, Toe the Foe 2? How you doing, my friend? I got you with the hydrate, although it's anti-hydration. I'm drinking a little root beer.
it becomes
have
a
the
creature,
hydration,
right?
so-
That's how vehicles work, Mark? It's not
That
currently
isn't-
a creature.
That it is not currently a creature. It is just an artifact until it's crewed, and then it becomes an artifact creature.
But if it just came in this turn and I crew it, it still has summoning sickness.
That's a great
Toit Foit
question.
Wo.
Let me double
Once
check.
again, love me some root beer HSWP.
Yes, sadly they do have summoning sickness.
Thought so.
All 19 of them.
There's only 4 and they don't really do anything. It's just that's the historic spell I had. So
Right.
if I'm going to make use of it, I'm going to make use of it.
Yep.
Because I know I'm going to die here shortly, so it doesn't matter.
Are they TARDISes? Tardai?
Tardises?
I think they're TARDISes. I think
That's
that's how it's used in
TARDIS.
the series.
TARDIS Eye.
I don't know.
I think in the TV series they're called TARDISes when you have more than one.
How many times has there been more than one?
I mean,
Quite a
let's be
few,
honest,
actually.
though, the TV show is not accurate. Like, whatever we make up here.
Shut up, nerd.
Whatever we make up here.
Come on, guys. This is serious.
If we get enough likes, like...
Oh, hey, I can eliminate him. What do you know?
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that. So I'll be done.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. And then this flips over. Destroy all walls. Exile this saga, then return to the battlefield transformed under your control. So your Soul Ring is kaput, Jimmy Julius.
Graveyard or exiled?
Exiled.
Destroy. Oh, exile?
Sorry. Hold on, let me double check.
I thought it said destroy all walls.
I think it's destroy. I think graveyard.
Because the dinosaurs are breaking out.
Yeah, it's a graveyard.
Great.
And it comes back as Jurassic Park, the legendary land. Each dinosaur card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. I can tap to add 1 green for each dinosaur I control. Sorry, I can tap to add 1 green for each dinosaur I control. And which is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. I'll play land for a turn, which is a Croson Verge. Which comes in tapped.
This light's not really doing a damn thing, so I'm just turning it off.
I'm going to go ahead and tap this for 5 green. I'll use 4 of it for a roaming throne. It's a 4/4 artifact creature golem that has ward 2. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. I'll choose dinosaurs. And then it is a dinosaur in addition to its other creature types. If a triggered
pricey card, sir.
It is. If a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time.
That was
Trigger.
That was actually one of my proudest purchases because I bought it for one of the other decks that I was upgrading when it was still $10 right before the new decks came out. Holy crap.
Okay, so I've still got 1 green floating.
This is a 4.
Make sure I do this correctly. Hold on. There's those. The rest can be whatever. So 1 green floating. 1, 2, okay. So 1 green floating and 1, 2 to cast Tranquil Frillback. When Tranquil Frillback enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 green up to 3 times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, choose up to that many of what it does. So I'm going to pay 1 so that I can choose once. I'm going to have a target to destroy the Akroma's Memorial. Jimmy Julius?
Yeah.
I'm paying a green to destroy Akroma's Memorial.
All right, then I'm going to, in response, play Pact of Negation.
What is that?
Wait, what are you using to do that?
A creature entering the battlefield. Its triggered ability when it enters the battlefield is I can pay 1 to...
It's a counter target spell.
Yeah, so are you countering the dinosaur that I already cast?
Well, I'm guessing whatever you're trying to kill my Chromas with, I'm trying to negate that.
Okay, does negate say counter non-creature spell or just target spell?
Counter target spell. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 3 colors and 2 blue. If you don't, you lose the game.
Okay, so then... Okay. So I wouldn't have been able to pay for it because it would have been countered before it ever hit the field. Okay. Okay. And then I will spend all the rest. 2 white and a bunch of others. Is that right? Let me double check. I have way too much. Hold on 1 second. 2.
We haven't been creating salamanders each turn. Oh, yes, we have. Never mind. Sorry.
It was you the last couple.
Yeah, it
games.
was. That's right.
Okay, 2 white and 6 others. To play Zetalpa Primal Dawn. Is a flying double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible 4/8. And I'm gonna dig for 8 with the first one over there. That is actually too big. He's a 10 or 12. But that one is not too big.
That looks like a garbage pail kid card, almost.
Go. That one goes on the bottom. And then, so that was the first one. That was for a total of 6. So now the second dig. That's a land. Also a land. I'll just put that one in my hand. And these 2 land go on the bottom. And that's it for me.
Toith Foit Wo. Question. Is the Kenrick deck full spirit tribal?
All done?
I believe so, yes.
On top.
It is not Toe the Foe 2. It's a group hug deck. Oh, you found a secret
Toith
word.
Foit Wo. Seems good.
On top. Upkeep. Drop.
And if you use your Planeswalker
Okay.
ability early, it means you also draw an extra card.
That is correct. So we're going to put that up to 9. And everybody draws a card.
Thank you.
I'm sure this will probably only be out for the one round, but I'm going to tap. Let's see, 3, 4, and I'm going to give a spirit token to Daniel again. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To play Omniscience. You may cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. And that being said, I'm going to play Soul Ring and Temple Bell. I'm going to tap Temple Bell. Everybody draws another card. I have not played a land yet. So I am going to make room somewhere. Yeah, that's good. And I'm going to play Maze of Ith. Thank you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will play Noble Benefactor. If Noble Benefactor is put into any graveyard from play, each player may search his or her library for any one card and put that card into his or her hand. Each player who searches his or her library shuffles it afterwards. We'll see how long that card stays on the table. And I think that's enough ridiculous spending for me this round.
Cards in hand.
You do that now, or you have to tap it for us to do that?
No, it has to die.
Oh, when it dies, that happens.
Yeah, when it dies.
Okay.
And then can I get a creature count from everybody?
2, 4,
A lot.
8.
Daniel?
8.
More than 8.
All right, cool. So I get another salamander. Just trying to help you guys. And
I help you by helping myself. I see how it is. No, I'm kidding.
and then oh hell, since it's his turn next, I'll play Secret Rendezvous with Jimmy Julius. You and I each draw 3 cards.
Sounds great. I like this rendezvous. We need to have more of these.
That salamander, is that an end of
Wait.
turn?
Wait a minute. Yeah, you couldn't have played that.
I'm sorry, you are right. I could not have. Nope.
You'll say you backed it up now because it's too late. You guys both already looked at drew the cards. So
I still have them at the front of my hand, but
Yeah,
I've already seen
yeah.
them.
It's fine. Just
yeah,
next time.
just
go-
remember
maybe
once you
yeah,
do
go-
salamander,
Yeah.
you're done.
So I will set that back to 4. Say that I didn't start my end step. Is that
Mhm.
fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So that then goes into the graveyard.
Is it similar to Jimmy Julius's
Artifact
construct?
constructs.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. On the top, equal to the number of land permanents they control. All right. I'm playing this, and then this is I'm calling it after this. This is in my turn. I am going to play Over the Top. Each
Like the arm
player.
wrestling movie?
Each player reveals a number of cards from the top of their library equal to the number of non-land permanents they control. Puts all permanent cards they revealed this way onto the battlefield and put the rest into their graveyard.
Holy crap. So non-land permanents.
Non-land permanents.
Did
7, 8,
tokens
9,
count as
10.
permanents, Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
So 10? So wait. So I just take the first 10, this top 10 off mine right off the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What was the second half of that? Do we put non-land permanents out on the field?
It said each player reveals a number of cards from the top of their library equal to the number of non-land permanents they control.
Okay.
Puts all permanent cards they revealed this way onto the battlefield and puts the rest into their graveyard.
Wait, what? Damn.
Okay, so you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 non-land permanents out on the deck. So you would reveal 10 cards from the top of your deck. And then anything that's not a sorcery or instant gets put on the field as if you played it.
And what happens to the ones that are?
The ones that are sorceries or instants go into your graveyard.
Do we have to do this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, ouch. So, land doesn't count either?
Land does count. Only instants and sorceries.
No.
Because they are not
No.
permanents.
Because it says non-land, correct?
Put
Put-
any
All permanent cards they revealed this way onto the battlefield, and the rest in their graveyard.
More land for me.
And does it come in tapped or?
Nope.
No.
That's 2,
Okay, so I
3,
got 2 planes.
4.
unless it says it comes in tapped.
Puts all permanent cards they revealed this way onto the battlefield.
Right, but I'm saying land that says it comes in tapped probably still comes in tapped.
It,
6.
No, you're putting it
Oh.
onto the battlefield.
you're putting it
Oh.
on.
It's not. You're not playing it.
Okay.
8.
It just says when it enters the
9.
battlefield.
Oh.
But-
No, you're right.
You're right.
No, I think you're right.
So it goes to my exile or my graveyard?
Graveyard.
What? Graveyard. And then we have to figure out this other stuff.
I'm also going to put out there that I did just put Heartbeat of Spring into play. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of that type to his or her mana pool.
And then I have a bunch of effects that I have to wait for everybody
Yeah,
else to
we
be
all
done
do.
with.
So I think we're gonna go. We'll go Shank, Jimmy, me, then you, Mark, in,
Yep.
in order. If that's okay.
That's correct.
So all the stuff you played, Shank. If there's any
Mhm.
effects that take place right now, you're gonna do those, and then Jimmy Julius will, and then I will, and then Mark will.
So Heartbeat of Spring. The other one that comes into play, All the Room. Oh god, All the Room. I also have Scholarship Sponsor. When Scholarship Sponsor enters the battlefield, each player who controls fewer lands than the player who controls the most lands searches their library for a number of basic lands less than or equal to the difference, puts those cards onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffles.
So count up your lands.
Let's see.
I got 15.
I got 16.
Mark.
I have like by far the most.
Okay, but we need to know the number because it's gonna be the difference.
Okay. Stand by.
I also have 16, so I think it's gonna be the difference. Jimmy Julius, you'll get to go search for those and put them into play. Right, Shank.
Each player who controls fewer lands than the player. Each player
Oh.
who controls fewer
So
lands.
we need to know
than the
yours,
player who
Mark,
controls
because we're
the
all
most.
searching for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Hold on.
And it's basic lands or just lands?
I don't know if I have any basic lands left.
Searches their library for a number of basic land cards less than or equal to the difference.
Um, well, that's going to tap out the rest of my basic lands, it sounds like.
I have 20 currently.
Okay, so you can look for up to 6 basic lands, Julius,
Right.
and then you and I could look for 4 basic lands.
For
But I already know
4.
I don't have. I already know I don't have any.
I actually think all of my lands are on the
I
table.
think all my
think so,
all my
well.
basic lands are out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got 1 so far.
Okay, and
2.
then
I think I only have 2 left. Yeah, I had 2 left. So now if there's any more basic lands cards, they're pretty much pointless.
okay. And let's see. And then once you've pulled those cards, go ahead and shuffle. And then I'm going to. So Nomad Outpost comes into the battlefield.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
But when we played these, is that casting? When we put all of this stuff out?
No. This is put into play.
Okay.
So next out is Nils, Discipline Enforcer. At the beginning of my end step, for each player, put a +1/+1 counter on up to one target creature that player controls. Each creature with one or more counters on it can't attack you or planeswalkers you control unless its controller pays X, where X is the number of counters on that creature.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take
Wait.
the graveyard out here.
What? Oh, wow. I'm like, my head's spinning now.
And then Quain, Itinerant Meddler. I can tap him. Each player may draw a card. Then each player who drew a card this way gains 1 life. And Mother of God.
What was that last card you just played?
Quain, Itinerant Meddler.
And
what was it? Yeah, what does it do?
It says, when I tap it, each player may draw a card, then each player who drew a card this way gains 1 life. I have not tapped him, so that has not gone up. Summoning Sickness prevents that this round, correct, Mark?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have a tap icon. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And so now I'm going to move to...
Well, hold on.
No, you don't move
Oh,
anything.
that's right. That's right.
Now it's Jimmy Julius' turn to go through everything he just put out and see if there's anything that happens right now.
And resolve anything, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did put the microsynth lattice out, which turns everything into artifacts.
All right then.
Okay.
And then you don't have to worry about what colors you're spending on your mana because it makes everything any color.
Okay.
You don't have to, but you can.
Yeah, and then I've got the artifact Swift Boots.
Yeah.
And I got Skull Clamp, and then Thopter Shop, which was the first one. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control die. Oh, that has nothing to do with this right now. And then I got another artifact that adds mana. So yeah. And I have an infinite hand size. So I don't think there's anything that makes any changes to the game at the moment.
Okay.
Or make any changes for you specifically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and go. I have the 11th hour, so I'm going to search for a doctor. I got Hero's Podium that lets me look at the top X cards in my library, and after I tap for X, that I can reveal a card from. I'm going to do that first. I'll do that first. I'm going to tap 5 and tap that, and then tap this to look at the top 5 and see if there's a legendary creature card. Well, look, there is. 5th Doctor. There goes my hand. Now I'm going to search for a Doctor and then shuffle as the first part of the 11th hour.
Mm-hmm.
I keep pausing because I have a lot of things that have Doctor Who pictures. This is the Doctor Who dead, go figure. But I'm looking for one very specific picture. Let's see, where? There you go. I'm searching for the 11th Doctor, and I'm shuffling. That's the 11th hour, and I'll put a lower counter on it in a second. And I put out Perry.
Is someone here
first
LGS
search spell I
certified?
cast
Not like
each
this.
turn has Convoke. That again doesn't affect anything right now.
I used to. I used to be a level 2 judge.
Counter
Kill the foe.
here. And this will come to my hand.
We're not doing it 100% correctly, but at this point,
I believe I'm done. Go ahead, Mark.
okay. I have so much stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's work backwards. I had a Mirage Mirror come out from that. You can pay 2 and Mirage Mirror becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until end of turn.
Toith Foit Wo. Right, well, we re in good hands then lol HSWP.
I also had Bigger on the Inside come out, which is an enchantment, enchant artifact or land, which I attached it to Roaming Throne. Enchanted permanent has tap. Target player adds 2 mana of any one color. The next spell they cast this turn has Cascade. Also that came out was the Bone Horde Dracosaur. It's a 5/5 flying first strike dinosaur dragon. The beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exile the land card this way, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. If you exiled a non-land card this way, create a treasure token. Also that came into play is a Wrathful Raptors. They are 5/5 tramplers. Whenever a dinosaur you control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that is not a dinosaur. And then last but not least, that came out is the Dockside Extortionist, which when Dockside Extortionist comes into play,
I actually hate you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do this. It's kind of Jimmy Julius' fault. Whenever Dockside Extortionist enters the battlefield, create X treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts and enchantments your opponents control, which is everything. So please count up everything, you 3.
I
Every
actually
permanent.
hate you. I have wanted that card for months. I actually hate you.
Can I make a recommendation?
Yeah,
Go buy the Mystic Intellect.
Oh, you're not giving us a suggestion right now for play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But before everybody counts, what kind of card is that?
It's a creature.
Jimmy J,
I
that
take
card.
out a
So
target
if I
artifact. I mean, a
You
target
that
creature.
Dockside is busted right now. Lol,
That
lol,
card
lol,
You take
will
it
lol.
out
cost
after
you-
it's
You
already on
can't.
the
You can't
That
stop
card
it.
will cost you about
okay,
$80 right now.
Unless you can counter the spell.
Let's see.
He wouldn't be able to counter it because it wasn't cast. It was put into play.
Oh yeah, true. All right. So I have 33 cards because I already counted it.
Okay.
Including lands?
Yes.
Everything, because everything's an artifact right now.
Yep.
That's why I moved this 2/2 all the way over here because all my
33.
creatures are artifact creatures now.
So that's 66.
What is this for? What is he getting? 66?
66 and 34 would
100.
be 100. even.
100.
Yep.
He gets 100 treasure tokens.
Yep. He now
So
has
if I
100
Holy
free floating
treasure.
mana that he can cast whenever he wants.
That's ridiculous.
It wasn't until you cast Mycosynth Lattice.
I
Okay,
didn't
so
cast
is-
it. It was put into battle.
Okay, so is everything at the table resolved?
No, it's not. I'm
He's
just
half-
getting started.
He's halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the Wrathful Raptors coming into play are going to trigger the 2 Pantlazas because it's not my turn anymore. Monster Manual comes into play. Second one. Triceratops comes into play.
Toith Foit Wo. Wastelands 2.
Yeah.
Monster Manual?
Yeah, tell the foe he's got a Microsynth Lattice in play, which turns all permanents into artifacts.
That seems to help more other people than it does me most of the time.
Again, that's why I took it out.
Wo. Holy.
No, it helps you guys more than me.
That's why I'm saying I took it out of my deck because it helped other people more than it helped.
Oh, I thought you said that's why you took it. And I'm like, what?
I feel like I played these cards out of order now, but I'm just going to go
I
with it
mean,
because we're this far in.
It's still hilarious.
Yeah, well, it will be even funnier if this card's mechanics work how I think they should have. So let's just go ahead and resolve, and then I'm going to play this, and that'll be the end of my turn.
I think
I'm not even going to bother asking anybody to create a salamander token.
I'm waiting for my turn because I have essentially a wipe for all artifacts. Since you want to play it that way, Mark.
I didn't do this.
Yeah,
You did. The dockside extortionist is sitting in your battlefield, young man.
Oh, you got the young man. Dang.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You have been running with the wrong crowds.
Are there any other effects that happen at this point? I do not believe.
So what was the artifact card that you played that gives you the tokens? What was it called?
Dockside extortionist,
Dockside
is
extortionist.
a creature.
Dock or dark?
Dockside extortionist.
And under normal circumstances, it's not that great because most people only have 2 or 3 maybe artifacts out. But because of Microsoft Lattice, we all have all the things.
Yep. Mark just used the cheat code for infinite mana.
1, 2.
Well, not infinite. Well, is that every turn he does that?
No. 1, 2, and then.
But he pretty
3.
much has enough mana to play the rest of his deck if he wants.
3. So. Forerunner of the Empire does 1 damage to each creature.
Okay. Is that good? Are we doing it? That means all of the spirits on the board are gone.
No, because mine have 2/2s on 2/2 on
fair.
them because they're artifacts.
Fair.
And then it does.
Do those spirits have flying on them?
No. And then it's
Well,
going
mine
to
do, but not normally.
And then it's going to do
another. It's happening select because you countered it, isn't it? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mike.
And then it's going to do another point of damage to all creatures.
Okay.
And then it is going to do a third. Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm making sure there was a third point of. So every time a dinosaur comes into play, I may have Forerunner of the Empire deal 1 damage to each creature.
To each creature.
Correct.
Including your creatures.
Yes.
Okay. And so you brought out 3 dinosaurs?
I brought out 3 dinosaurs, so it's doing 3 damage.
So that means anything that has a toughness of 3 or less is dead.
That is correct.
Okay.
And he's gonna die.
You made that so easy.
So Gormoldrak is going out, so no more salamanders.
And then these
No,
guys.
salamander.
Noble Benefactor is going out of play, which means each player may search his or her library for any 1 card and put that card into his or her hand. And if you do so, shuffle your library.
Any one?
Any 1 card.
Well, this is going to take a second.
All my creatures are out.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
No, you're fine.
You're
fine because I was biding my time. I've been holding on to a farewell since the beginning of the game. So you just made that choice for me.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Language.
Do we reveal? Shank?
Stand by. No.
Okay. And then we shuffle, right?
Yes. Okay, and I think that's all of my effects now.
Hey, Shank, you can finish your turn.
Give me just 1 second. I'm digging out a card here.
Hey, Mark.
Yo.
That Triceratops token, is that getting bonuses from something else?
No, it was a 4.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check. Hold on.
I thought it was a 3/3.
I could be wrong. Could be missing. You could very well be right. You're correct. It is a 3/3, so it's dead.
That's good. Okay, so
Thank you.
Yep, I thought
Scholarship
you had other
sponsor,
things out there that made dinosaurs.
Nils and Quain all go. See, Mark's over here being the fun hater, man. He's just ruining everything.
Oh, Jimmy Julius?
Yeah.
Oh, nope, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna mention those 4/3s that you have, but they're not 4/3s because they have +2/+2.
Yep, they're 6/5s.
Yep.
I got rid of the 2 spirits that I had, which were 3/3s.
What time did you have to head out, Mark?
Oh, I'm good for a while. So, I think like.
Oh wait, I have all these.
Just before 10, ideally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my turn. I thought I had one more card to play, but I don't.
All right, I'm just mixing up my card, and then I'll start mine. Okay, untapping. And then in my upkeep, I spend 2 blues and 3 any, or I lose. And I'll just do 1, 2, and 3. There we go, so I don't lose. And then I draw. Yes, there is an and then, or I don't have a turn.
No and then.
Draw. So I don't get a turn? I see how it is.
You really need a turn?
Kinda. Do I need one? I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna play Tolarian Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And add 1 blue of mana pool for each artifact you control. So I got blue for days. That goes to 2. Who has? Does anybody not have flying cards?
I mean, 2 of us don't even have creatures out, man.
Okay.
Do you have flyers, Mark?
Yes.
There you go.
That is correct. And those flyers, they're
Dinosaurs.
Which ones are flyers?
the white one. Is the Topple Primal Dawn.
I'm gonna play 1 white and 2 colorless for Dig Site Engineer. These are 4. No, there's 3. Yeah. So 1 white, 2 of any other. I'm gonna play the double one. Where is it? Right here. And Dig Site Engineer. Whenever you cast the artifact spell, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature with. Oh yeah, it just explains the card.
Mm-hmm.
We already know what it does. All right, and the.
What's up, Dark? How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. too bad. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good.
I'm gonna tap the 2 white and 5 any, which I guess I have 32 blues, so I'm gonna do 2
Just
white.
deciding if suffering through lies of P would be
Doc,
worth
it is
it or not.
absolutely worth suffering through, sir.
And I'm gonna play Angel of the Runes. When Angel of the Runes enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 target artifacts or enchantments. And can I see your board, Mark?
Sure.
Right. Since everything is an artifact, I could pick pretty much anything. Can't see half your cards.
What can't you see? I'm happy to.
What's the roaming throne? Is that?
Yes. It is a 4/4 creature with ward 2. It copies of triggered abilities.
What's the card underneath it?
It's bigger on the inside. It's an enchantment that says I can tap Roaming Throne for 2 mana of any one color, and then the next spell that I cast has Cascade. It's basically more digging, like Pantloss allows me to do.
Yeah, right. Trying to figure out what the dangerous cards are. There's just so many going out at once, it's hard to follow. Well, I'll put it out, but I need to pick 2 of any cards to get rid of.
What?
I'm gonna check something before I say.
I'm gonna probably. Damn it.
I had taken this out of another deck, Dan, and I was looking through my extras, and I'm like, wait, this is the actual right color scheme for dinosaurs.
Yeah. So, Microsense Lattice is banned in almost every other
format. Yeah.
Format.
I wonder why.
Is there any suggestions on what I should be targeting from anybody? Instead of
you
me
need to
sitting
kill
here
me.
for like an hour?
You need to kill me. I've mentioned twice now I have wipes, and one of the wipes kills all artifacts, which sends everybody back to 0. And I have nothing to block. Now I don't have any mana to spend. So this is the peak moment to take me out. And that's just me explaining that we all have 40 life and it's turn 15.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hit you with 2 constructs. It has trample, it has everything because of.
So my suggestion is decide if you're going to attack anyone else as well, and then attack me.
And then I'll hit one construct at
seems fishy. He's saying to attach him
at gamer as well.
I'm sorry, you're sending what at me?
A flying trample.
Yeah, I have to count my cards because I don't think the number is right. So let me count that real quick. 1, 2.
I think it's a flying trample,
4,
like
5,
38.
6. It's got flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and red. And it also has menace from my commander.
Okay.
And I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Because you weren't able to get rid of
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
you can't
16.
attack yet.
He can't attack yet?
No, he was in the middle of resolving a card.
Oh. He asked.
Yeah,
okay.
I get it, but you instructed him to attack. He can't attack yet.
Oh, yeah,
because he's in the middle of resolving a card that's coming.
I misunderstood what he was asking.
I'm trying to take out 2 artifacts and pretty much any card, 2 of any cards, and I'm trying to save time.
Untap your constructs. Because you're not attacking.
Yeah.
Because I misunderstood what you were asking.
Okay, I have to take out 2 artifacts from this card because it comes into the battle and you can target 2 artifacts. Since anything is an artifact, I can pretty much take out 2 of any cards. And for the sake of time, I was asking if anybody had an idea of what cards I should pick just to get through this time.
I mean,
I understand.
we technically can't make that choice for you at some point.
So what I'm going to do
Mark's
is
saying you've learned enough about how we play that.
what cards do you have that have flying, gamer?
Right now, the ones that I have flying is the indestructible flying double strike vigilance trample.
So I can't target that one.
You can target it.
Okay, you said indestructible. I didn't know if that was.
That's why he was being he was being flippant.
I wasn't.
You can target it.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
can target
do
it.
anything.
But if it's destroy something, then yeah, it's not going to do anything. That's the only one at the moment that has flying.
I can exile it though, right?
You could exile it. Yes.
I'll exile that and your commander.
Just FYI, exiling a commander does not mean that it's exiled. He gets to
I know
choose if it's exiled or in the command zone.
Yeah, I know what it. Yeah. I do that.
I'm sorry. The other one that's flying is the one next to it, the Bone Herd Dracosaur. Also, I forgot.
Wait, so let's do the 2 flying ones then.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and I'm going to, and since this came in, I'm going to pay 2 to bring in another construct, but I won't be able to use it anyways. But
wait, since what just came?
Since anytime so when an artifact spell comes into play, you could pay 2, which happened with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm still resolving it, I'm gonna pay 2 to bring in another construct.
Okay.
This is a crap show. Shiza. 1 second, sorry. This goes to 5. Okay, and see if I can buff these guys.
Yeah, that deck, Shank.
Yeah.
That is definitely a group hug deck, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Are there win cons in it for you?
Yes.
Sweet.
All right, so I'm gonna target 2 flying constructs at gamer and 1 at
What are they?
37s, 2 of them with flying, menace, vigilance, trample, menace, haste, first strike.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
and you're doing what?
2 to gamer, 1 to you.
Okay. And they're not 40?
Yeah, you sure you want to?
Yeah, well, actually, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I meant to say 2 to Dan and one to. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
Okay.
One to Mark.
And they have vigilance, do they not?
Flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection from black and red, and also menace.
Yep. So they don't tap if they have vigilance, right?
Yes.
So I go down to 3.
And now that combat's over, did you just want to keep that last construct perfect in pristine condition? No scratches or anything?
Well, this one just got called in, so it has summoning
Haste.
sickness.
They all
Oh, it
have
has
haste.
haste. So yeah, I'll attack this one to
Yep.
Mark too.
I'm sorry, man. That's why I said as combat is over.
Oh, okay. So never
I
mind.
said
then.
now that combat's over, these are things that we need to start catching in the moment.
No worries. That's my own fault.
But
I'll take the
also,
hit on
you've still been playing gun shy. When it comes down to it, that you should have been hitting this early with those constructs. Maybe not Mark because he actually had some really good blockers. But
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
But me, definitely, I had a bunch of small creatures. You could have been either peeling away from me by attacking and just knocking them out, or once you got trample and menace, because you've had menace almost the whole time, you would have really been doing me in, and you need to start actively pursuing that because you've got it, man. You've got this deck down. You just need to start pulling that trigger.
Yeah.
And
That's all. That was my dead man speaking no tails.
Let's see.
This dead man tells the tale.
So what
So
it
this
is now
actually
your
goes to 5, and I'm gonna get rid of that since everything is.
okay, but at the top of your end step I have responses. I need for this I need 1 green and 1 other one.
So I have a question about that, Mark.
Yeah.
So at the
This
top
was-
of his end step, you have something you're going to do.
Correct.
But he still has priority, right?
Right.
So he would still create the construct from his priority, and
Yeah.
then okay,
Yep, you got
cool, cool.
1 green, 1 other to monster manual Godzilla into play.
Oh, that's a beautiful card.
And I'll dig for 11 twice. There we go. When Regal Behemoth enters the battlefield, I become the monarch. Whenever a land I control is tapped for mana, I get 1 additional mana. And then second dig for 11. Nope. Yep. Progenitor's icon.
Does it say a land, or does it say when a permanent?
It says whenever you tap a land for mana.
Okay.
Okay. We have some stuff to do here with Progenitor's icon when it comes into play. First of all, I have to choose a creature type. I'm choosing
Dinosaurs.
and I actually need to check how much mana I have right now.
Yep,
Oh, you dummy! I just shuffled my commanders into my deck.
That's why I put the commander in a different sleeve.
It's been such a long week for me.
I can't wait to see what until you get your thing I sent you. Pretty excited about it.
I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Okay. So I'm going to tap Progenitor's Gift and says the next spell of the chosen type I cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash. No, actually, I'm not going to do anything right now. I take that back. Okay, yeah, that's it for me.
I actually have other sleeves. Thank you for reminding me. I
So-
went and picked up golden sleeves so I can put my commanders in golden sleeves.
There you go. Untap.
Yeah, that's what I started doing. I put my commander in a double clear sided one, and so it's so when it's like in the deck, I'll see that instead of the card.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Wait, I want to make sure I don't have any upkeeps.
Take that off. I fulfilled that.
Oh, I do have an upkeep. There we go. Oh no, those are exiled. I should just turn them upside down. That way I remember they're exiled. Okay.
I have a quick question.
Okay. Yep.
What's plane cycling mean?
You pay a planes to cycle, or no, you cycle for whatever the cycle cost is, and you go find a planes from your.
Oh, okay. You just pull any kind of. Oh, no, it's just planes. Okay. I don't think that's going to be worth it because I don't think I have any left. Yeah, all my basics are out. Is that any planes or just a basic plane?
Basic plane.
Okay. Like I didn't know if it was any white, any land with white on it.
Okay, step 1 is I will pop 7. I'll pop 7 treasure tokens, going to 93. And I'll play asceticism. Creatures you control can't be the targets of spells or abilities your opponents control.
Is that an enchantment?
Yes, it is.
1 second. It's an enchantment, you said?
Yep.
In response, I'm gonna pay 2 white and 2 any to. Well, actually, no. Do I have white? Oh, I might have blown it. Hold on. I'm gonna play 2 blue and 1 any for force of negation. And yeah. Wait, hold on. Target non-creature spell. What kind of spell was that you just played?
It's an enchantment.
Enchantment. Yeah. So I'm gonna put. Yeah, I'm gonna exile that spell with force of negation.
Okay, did you pay for it already?
I'm doing it right now. 2 blue and 1 any.
And in response to your force of negation, can you read force of negation for me, please?
Force of. Oh, okay, yeah. Counter target non-creature spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile instead of putting into the graveyard.
Great. I'll pay 1 red to cast Bolt Bend. This spell costs 3 less if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, which I do. Change the target of a single target spell or ability. So I'll have it counter itself instead. So you were targeting my asceticism. I'm having your counterspell target itself instead. Everything resolved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any counters for that.
Okay. And then I'll pop another 6, going down to 87.
I can't see that other dice, just heads up. It's off the screen.
Thank you. I'll try and put it right above my exile pile here. 87. going to bring in a Chimil Inner Sun. Spells I control can't be countered. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. And I'm going to pay 2. Let me see the order of events that I want to do here. Okay. I don't need to do that this turn, so I'm good there. So then I'm going to pay 3 more, going down to 84.
Wait, didn't you have 85 already?
No, I was at 87.
Yeah, but didn't you pay 2 for that last thing you just did? Which brought down 85.
Pay 2 for the last thing I just did.
I thought you said you were paying 2.
No, I changed my mind. I didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I paid 3 because Tranquil Fillback now has an exile cost of that and exiling 3 other cards from my graveyard. So I'm going to exile these 3. And then he comes into play. His effect goes on the stack. If he resolves, you can't counter him actually now. I forgot about that. And then as he resolves, his effect goes on the stack. I'm going to have it copied by the Roaming Throne. And then I'm going to tap this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green.
Mark.
Yep.
I'm also going to remind you that I have Heartbeat of Spring out.
Yeah, 11 green.
Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of that type to his or her mana pool.
And I have something that does the exact same, but I needed to count what the number was first. So it's 11, 22, 33 green is what I just added to my pool.
And it doesn't matter color, so you can just add it to your counter there. Because my micro said it doesn't matter color.
I'm going to use 2 of it to copy a Chroma's Will, or a Chroma's Memorial with my mirror. And then I'm going to
tap it when you do that?
I do not.
Oh.
And then I'm going to, so that there it takes me to 31. I'm going to use 2. How am I saying this? 1 for each time that the effect is on the stack. The first one I will use to destroy a Chroma's Memorial. The second one I will use to destroy the Microsynth Lattice.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah. So his effect, which has been floating on the stack, and I've been doing a bunch of stuff that's resolved before it goes.
Can I see that card real quick?
Yeah, it's Tranquil, Tranquil Frillback.
Doesn't that have summoning?
No. If you pull up Tranquil Frillback in the thing, it will show you it's when it comes into play.
Oh.
So I pay.
I can't stop that.
Yeah, I mean, unless you've got some way to do something special as an instant.
What is that? A creature?
Yes. Yeah, it's an effect of a creature, a triggered effect from a creature.
And it's an artifact at the moment until that resolves.
Correct.
So I'll target artifact. And do I have enough? No. destroy target permanent. That's not a permanent.
Sure, it is a permanent. They're all permanent.
Oh, it is a permanent? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have that?
It still won't stop the effect,
Okay.
though,
Why not?
because the effect's already on the stack. This came into play, therefore its its power goes onto the stack. You could kill
Alright,
it
well
out of
then.
retribution if you
I-
wanted to.
I could do what?
Kill it out of retribution if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's too late, right? I mean, I can't stop it from taking
Correct.
those two things out.
Correct. Okay, so that leaves me with 29 green left. I'll use 6 of it, going down to 23, to bring in Earthshaker Dreadmaw. Oh, sorry. No. Rephrase. I'm going to tap this to add 2 green and give the next spell I cast Cascade. So that puts me back at 31, and then I'll use 6 of that, taking me to 25 for an Earthshaker Dreadmaw. The Cascade goes on the stack. Pantlaza's already gone off this turn, has it? Have I dug with Pantlaza this turn? I don't think I have. Because I did Godzilla on the off turn. Okay. So then, first dig for 6. Topiary Stomper. Second dig for Pantlaza. Lurking Predators, it's exactly 6. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it on the battlefield. Otherwise, you may put that card on the bottom of your library. And then now Cascade for 6. There we go. Chaos Theory. I will target Shank. I'll target your enchantment that lets you play everything for free. That gets shuffled back into your library, and then you flip over the top card and see what you get.
I reveal it.
Yeah, you just literally like flip it over, and if it's a permanent, it goes into play. Otherwise, it goes to your graveyard.
So it's a land?
Yep, so it
Frontier
goes into play.
Bivouac.
Yep.
Cool.
And I have 25 still. I will go ahead and play both Ranging Raptors and Driver of the Mighty. And then I will declare an attack. How many flyers do you have, Jimmy Julius?
I think just one.
And how much is it?
A 7/9.
Okay.
It's a 5/7 with a 2/2.
Okay.
It's an artifact.
Yep. the short form is I'm attacking with everything. Because they all have haste, flying, and everything except my my two diggers. These two are not. Everything else is, and they all have vigilance, so they don't tap to attack. So I've got a 5/5, a 6/6, an 11/11. Oh, actually, no, I am attacking with everything. Yeah. Because they all have first strike, flying first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, and protection for black and red. Yep. So yeah, I'll attack with everything then. So 5 and 6 is 11, 11, 11 is 22, 22 and 4 is 25, 25 and 4 is 29, 29 and 2 is 31, 31 and 2 is 33. There's an effect on attack that I'll have to resolve in a minute, but I'm just counting up the total. 31 and 6 is 37, 37 and 3 is 40, 44, 47, 47.
Well, I'm dead then, because I can't block. Well, I can
47
block
and-
up to... Yeah, you beat me. I can only block up to 7, and you got 47.
Okay.
So you got me.
Okay. And then at the end of my turn,
I'm just making sure I don't have anything else with flying that I missed. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I could have won. I could have beat you, but I blew it. I didn't pay attention.
I dig for 5.
My deck didn't let me down. I let me down.
Well, and that's something the more you play, which doesn't help right
It was
now.
just a lot going on. It was hard. I was having struggle following. That's just something I got to get better at.
Okay, Eric's Uprising comes in, and when it enters the battlefield. I'm sorry, that's all right. It doesn't matter at this point. I was supposed to draw like a billion cards, and I forgot to do that too. It's my fault too. Just a lot going on. It's your go, Shank.
You only got 3 to hit him by. If you can figure that out. Do you have any cards that do 3 damage to everybody or something like that?
I might be able to make something happen. We'll see.
I made him. I softened him up for you.
Let's see. Jesus, I feel like it was my turn like 3 hours ago.
It was.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's your fault. You did all this. I'm just saying.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Yeah.
So since Mark ruined my fun,
Get it fun. He's the body pooper.
2 and 3. I'm going to bring out Tidal Barracuda. Any player may cast spells as though they had flash. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. And then,
In response, I will pay 1 green and 1 other.
Is this before or after it resolves?
It's before it resolves. In response, I'll pay 2 green and tap my monster manual to put Quartzwood Crasher into play. It's a 6/6 trampler. Whenever one or more creatures with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures did to that player. And then I'll dig twice for it coming into play for 6. Chroma's Will goes to my hand.
And then I'm going to tap
Bronze Beak
Temple Bell.
hold on. There's effects on the second one that resolves here. Bronzebeak Foragers. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to one target non-land permanent that they control until Bronzebeak Foragers leaves the battlefield. I will. What's next to Jace? The left one.
This is my commander.
Got it. And then what's that one? Temple Bell. Oh, I don't care if you do that. That's fine. Harpy String. That's also fine. I'll go ahead and I'll exile Jace temporarily until Bronzebeak Foragers leaves the battlefield. And then actually I'm going to use, I'll wait to see what happens next.
Tapping this to draw a card.
For both of us or just you?
For both of us.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tap.
Oh, and then I
1 plains.
Drew a card from that coming up.
And 1 island to bring out Flumph.
Hi, Flumph.
And then for shiggles, since I'm probably going to die anyway, I'll tap 1 plains and my soul ring to bring out Happily Ever After. When Happily Ever After enters the battlefield, each player gains 5 life and draws a card.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And draws a card. And at the beginning of my upkeep, if there are 5 colors among permanents you control, there are 6 or more card types among permanents you control and or cards in your graveyard, and your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total, you win the game.
Okay.
And then I mean, I might as well just go balls out, right?
You should indeed.
So
What's up, Gutshot Dog? How you doing?
this is really gonna this is such a mess. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 to bring out Well of Ideas. When Well of Ideas enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards.
Okay.
At the beginning of each other player's draw step, that player draws an additional card.
Got it.
And at the beginning of my draw step, draw 2 additional cards.
Right.
Okay. So no, that one's not going to be as entertaining because there's only 2 of us. Oh, what the hell? We'll do 1, 2, 3 to bring out Victory Chimes. Untap Victory Chimes during each other player's end step or untap step. I can tap it, and a player of my choice adds 1
Colorless.
colorless. Thank you. So that is going to go here now.
What's the card that says that I can't? Oh, yeah. Never mind. I remember which one it is.
I did not play a land this turn, did I?
I don't think so.
The Frontier Bivouac came out as a result of something else, so I'm going to play Reliquary Tower, so I have no maximum hand size. And yeah, that's me.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. This is such a friggin' mess. I have so many.
Yeah,
friggin-
I wasn't so mad about getting killed because it was too much to keep track of.
Oh, snap. Snap. You cast a spell, didn't you?
I cast a spell.
Yeah, you cast a couple. Shoot. Well, that's my bad because I never get this card out, so I'm not used to playing with it yet.
That you got too many. You got stacked cards.
I got stacked cards because I got no space. All right, untap my two lands that are.
Mark, you need to clean up your play space, bro.
I can't.
This is a hot mess.
There's no space. So many cards.
It's
Untap.
literally a general running out of like leadership.
Triggering my OCD mad right now. This is a hot mess. I play my hot mess to.
I'm gonna tap my hot mess and send it at you.
Yeah, just tap everything.
Okay.
Doing a hot mess of 47 damage.
I'm going
It's not an
to
opera strike anymore. It's a hot mess strike.
pay 5 for a Xenaghost, God of Revels.
Can you make sure that is set apart from the other cards so I can see it?
Right there. I don't know what you want from me here. 77.
What about the card underneath that one? I can't see that one anymore.
Yeah,
I gotta be able to see that one clearly too.
just ask me about it. I'm happy to tell you what it is. That's a Temple Altasaur.
In hiding.
You know what? The Triceratops is not as important, so I'm going to put it underneath the Xena.
Oh, way to discriminate against the Triceratops,
I mean,
bro.
Did you just put Triceratops in the corner?
A little bit. All right, so Xenaghost comes in.
I mean, it makes sense. Dinosaurs are big, so you run out of space quick.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's eligible except Xenaghost to attack. So that
I don't think he has any flying, so he might be toast as well.
I don't have any flying. You're out of the game, so your thing that I was copying is gone, and it only lasts till the end of the turn, anyways.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Oh, you know what? He did come in though, and he is power 4 or greater, so I get to draw a card for Garrick's Uprising. Oh, I can play a land for turn as well. Okay, let me count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Gutshot dog.
14,
Roaming throne trigger.
15, 16. It's only creatures. Gutshot. Not for Garrick. 16. So I will tap Jurassic Park for
Gutshot dog. Okay.
32 and 12 would be 48. Or no, 44. 44.
That makes it 88.
No. You screwed me up.
You said
No, 12.
44?
I did it right in my head already. 12 plus 12 plus 12.
36.
36. Yep, 36. So 36 green. I use 1 of my treasure tokens for a white. So it takes me 76.
What's that land called? Jurassic Park?
Welcome to ...
Welcome to-
and then Jurassic Park. I have 36. I'm going to use 3 of it, taking me to 33. I'm just going to do this so I can have some semblance of the hell I'm doing here. 33 to cast a Chroma's Will. Choose one. If you control a commander, you may choose both instead. Creatures you control gain flying, vigilance, double strike until end of turn. Creatures you control gain lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until end of turn.
Yeah, okay, I'm scooping.
Yay! I hugged you to death.
What an absolutely ridiculous
It was a ridiculous
Jesus
game.
Christ.
I loved it. I loved it. Daniel's like, I hated it. And I got nothing off. I'm sorry, Dan.
It's over
I copied some stuff. That's all that matters.
You what?
I copied some stuff. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but I don't feel like you did the thing you wanted the thing to be.
The thing.
Okay.
I had 8 doctors in my hand.
Oh, holy Christ.
I had Gallifrey Sands in my hand.
Oh, geez.
And the next turn, I was going to, if everything wasn't an artifact, I was going to wipe the board of all creatures and artifacts so that everybody still had their lands. And then I was going to play Gallifrey Sands, which lets me play 1 free doctor each turn, starting with the 6th, and duplicate all of them until I had 13.
Yep.
So it would have meant a win in 3 more turns. But everything was an artifact, which means I had to kill everything or nothing. I mean, I didn't have to. I could have just taken creatures, but there were too many really good artifacts out there, too.
I'm telling you, thank you for that mirror. Because I think that is like an amazing,
it's
amazing card.
Yeah.
What is it? The mirror? Which one was that?
The Mirage Mirror.
Yeah, Mirage Mirror.
It's I got mine out of the Eldrazi Unbound deck.
Yep. And that's where Mark saw it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need copies of that.
There's a handful of cards
ridiculous,
that are in that
yeah.
Eldrazi deck, Jimmy Julius,
Yeah.
that are really insanely good in most decks.
It's there's
Oh, I
a
do
reason
have
that
it.
that Eldrazi deck goes for like $100 to $140.
And there's a reason every time I've played it, I have won.
Yeah. It's
The
pretty
one time I
absurd.
haven't won is because I held back everything. I held back everything.
I'm actually really glad that I got that deck from Dark because the Call of Cthulhu deck that I want to build is actually, it uses quite a few of those cards.
As it should. Because
Yeah.
a true Lovecraftian deck should be heavy Eldrazi.
Yep.
And to be honest, Jimmy Julius, you need to play that.
I want to dial in my other decks first before I move to a new one.
Yeah, I get
The
that.
only thing with that Eldrazi deck is the homebrew that we do not allow Annihilator to destroy lands.
Yeah. Annihilator does its thing, just instead of it saying destroy X number of permanents, it says destroy
Non-land.
number of non-land permanents. That's all.
Non-land permanents, yeah.
And there are 2 other wipes in there that destroy lands. So we also have to house rule those 2 other things. But
Yeah.
other than that,
I think if we just go with a rule that says all mechanics and keywords do not target lands.
Well,
Or-
So even if it says like mine make turns lands and artifacts, like
yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a way around that, to be honest.
yeah, you can't have that and me get the plus of artifacts off mine. You know what I mean?
I think
That
we're going to
kind of
have
thing.
to do, it's going to have to be case by case.
Yeah.
Because Farewell says choose one or more, and it's exile creatures, exile artifacts, exile enchantments, exile graveyards, exile.
But
You know what I
again,
mean?
Jimmy Julius, you could fix that issue by not running Microsynth Lattice. Run
If
the other
you-
one.
Run
Microsynth.
Microsynth. Oh shoot!
It's the one. It's the one I replaced. No, I mean yes, also, but no. It's the other one of the three. It makes it so only all your stuff is.
Microsynth, encroaching Microsynth.
Yeah.
I don't think I got that one.
Non-land, you didn't, because it wasn't part of those. But I would print it and try it in your deck as a replacement for Lattice.
Wait, what was that called?
Encroaching
non-land
Microsynth.
permanents you control are artifacts in addition to their other types. The same is true. So it just deals with yours. There's another one. Mark.
What?
Let me see what the other one is.
Microsynth.
Because that one is non-land. I think there's one that still does land, but just yours. Maybe not.
All right, guys, I gotta head out because I gotta be up early tomorrow. So.
Thank you for the game.
Thanks for the game, man.
Yeah, thanks for the game. Hope you had
I
fun.
enjoyed that deck you had, so good job.
Oh, me too, man. This was a lot of fun. So, all right, you guys have a good night. I'll see you later.
All right,
See you later. So Microsynth, encroaching Microsynth, which is what I think Mark is talking about.
Yeah.
It does all non-land permanents you control, so it doesn't turn other people's stuff into it, but it also doesn't turn your lands into it.
Well, but the
So
deck
it's not-
already has a bunch of artifact lands in it.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's not as good, but it prevents other players from abusing that same rule. Like
Yeah,
Mark
but
did.
then on the other fact, if someone pulls that, it will only hurt me and not everybody else. Where if someone pulls that card, it's going to hurt them and everybody because it will wipe everything, including their cards.
No, because like Vandablast, for example, it's everybody else's artifacts. Because if you remember, I was the only one with stuff after I played that.
Farewell is a wipe that is a very popular and expensive wipe right now because it's not destroy, it's exile, and I can exile up to everything except land. The only reason I was going to exile land was because land was also artifacts.
Yeah.
And I was going to do it because that was the only way out of getting Mark stopped. Because he was ramping. And not like fun land ramping.
More like Jeff Goldblum ramping.
You just made him go silent. He's like,
He's like, I'm so out of here.
how am I
Freaking hate
gonna
you
kill
guys.
this guy?
Maybe I'll come out in June, Mark.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Give me time to buy something.
when you left the call earlier, Jimmy Julius was like, "God damn, does he like what doesn't he like about him?" I'm like, everything. He hates
Did
him.
you guys discuss turning off your
I don't.
VPN
Okay,
selector to
so
not
here's
get
the thing,
HS
right?
dumped on
I have a
Enshrouded?
hard time liking actors' acting abilities when they have none of those abilities.
Oh,
When
damn.
someone is hired because of their name and they play the same character in absolutely everything. Chris Pratt, when he first started, was not like that. But that is how he is now, because when you pay for Chris Pratt, you're getting Chris Pratt. You're not getting an amazing actor who can become the role. You're paying to have the very famous Chris Pratt in the role.
Yes.
The guy who played James Bond. What's his face?
Roger
Mark?
Moore?
No, the blonde guy, the new one, newish one. The
Thug?
yeah.
Daniel Craig?
latest one?
Doug.
You mean like
Daniel
Wesley
Craig.
Snipes?
Daniel Craig was an action star who played the same character, which is one of the reasons they got him to play that James Bond. Did not like him at all. But guess what? I now see him in several comedies. I saw him in Knives Out. I actually
Knives Out
love
was
his
amazing.
acting ability.
I like him in Knives Out, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite roles of his, actually.
Yeah, and so, but Jeff Goldblum, every single every single position I've seen him play, all the way back to The Fly and Earth Girls Are Easy, has been the same.
You know it's not been the same?
Girls Are Easy, Jim Carrey in that one. Holy crap.
What's not the same, Mark? His laugh.
No,
You're
what's
gonna
not
push the
the
button, aren't you?
what's not the same is that tonight was better because you guys were here and played Magic with me. Thank you very much for doing so.
Thank you, buddy. You sounded a lot
Thanks for-
better.
Yeah, you do sound better.
Last night was a big turning point. I slept for like 7 hours. That hasn't happened in over a week and a half. So
I'm glad to hear it.
Gutshot dog. Yup.
Step in the right direction.
it is. I still am coughing a bit and all that good stuff, but second day of real food, so that's good. We need to find somebody to.
I'm about to do the thing because it's past the time. So,
All right.
I love you, bro. I'm glad you're feeling better. It was awesome hanging out with you, Jimmy, Julius, and Shank, and I hope to see you guys later.
Indeed.
Have a good night.
Thank you for playing Shank. Thank you for playing Dan. Thank you for playing Jimmy Julius. Crodad, are you still here?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just up 3.
Okay. I was going to remind him not to use his VPN for Enshrouded, then it'll work. Like mine wasn't last night. We're actually going to raid out to somebody we very rarely raid to, but he's a good friend of the channel. He's out in Hawaii, and he's spinning some trance music right now. So we're going to head over and say hi to our friend Doja Master. Tomorrow, unclear. I think we'll probably be back for the podcast. We might not. I'm not sure. I don't know. Just TBD. We'll announce it beforehand. But thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And as always, until next time, be excellent to each other. And of course, game on.
Gutshot dog. Go. Jimmy Julius. Jimage 44 wave.
Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.